Traders Brian here with A Plus Setups, and today is June 2nd, 2026. This is our trade recap from our live session in our Discord room. Starting this week, I'm only going to do the trade recaps on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings. So today I'm going to go ahead and I'll trade recap Monday and Tuesday's trades. All right, first 2 days of June, off to a good start. We're 8 winners and 1 loser inside of the live session room. Just to show you that here's the data box showing you that this is the 1st of June. So we're going to recap that plus today's activity. Now what you're going to find out, the common thread amongst all these trades is that I am constantly letting my chart on the left hand side here, which is my big picture chart, overarching framework. It's the thing that tells me when to look for one of my setups. Where is my attack point? I'm looking for an attack point in all of my trades. I don't care if of all these setups that just happen throughout the day. I want to know when is the point in time where I should be looking for a setup to make my play. And that's the whole purpose, the whole way I trade my setups. So over here on the left, that's what this is. I use either trend line breaks right now, or I'm using the triple focus divergence from the extremes. And over here on the right-hand chart, this is my A plus setup flagship model that has our 3 primary setups: the jiggle, the reverse mullet, and the puncture trade. The shallow, the deep, and the deepest pullbacks. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin the recap summary for Monday and Tuesday, the 1st and 2nd of June. Now you'll see here what we had was, I'm not going to back this all the way back, but we had a descending trend line. We broke it, we snapped through, and we had a reverse mullet trade right here. We took that for a short quick scalp. Worked out great for the first take profit. You wouldn't have gotten any more than that on this trade, but the first take profit was a winner. All right, second trade. Let's move forward. And what we see here is we had a trend line break right there. Nice trend line break. We were waiting for that potential topping formation to break out. It did. And we had a short jiggle. That's what we were waiting for. Nice, easy scalp. Quick and easy down to the first take profit. If you're trading more contracts, of course, traders in the room know where our sweet spots are for the first and second take profits. And then, if you have the ability to hold runners, this is the type of environment that works well in. All right, let's go and find our trade number 3. Okay, so trade number 3 was down here on the lows. We had the right idea. We had the right mechanics. It just didn't work on this first probe. We had a triple focus divergence, and we entered on a reverse mullet setup. I will tell you that this triple focus divergence, this was the first losing divergence trade, and I went back and checked in 3 weeks. So this is a very, very high probability trade, but this one just didn't work. So we kept unfolding into a divergence here at the bottom. So, this was just a losing trade. We're going to get losing trades all the time. So I'm looking for the next setup, and we get it right here. So we get in on the jiggle. We have a deeper pullback. I run wide stops, and you can see we came out here for a nice profit on the first take profit. So this one worked. A little bit of heat, but it worked out nicely. Okay, so that was triple focus divergence trade. Let's find our next trade here. All right, so this trade here was a puncture trade. It's something I'm working on in the background. This was a timing window trade. It's not shown on the chart. We don't have it released yet. I'm working on it on different monitors, monitoring it through the day, but that's what this was. It was a puncture trade, nice move to the first take profit, and another winning trade. Okay, so that was all the trades we had, yes, for Monday, the 1st of June. So let's roll over here to today. We were 4-0 today. So let's take a look at those. All right, so here we go. You can see over here on this chart, we had a nice descending trend line. We break it, we come up, and what do we come up into? A beautiful jiggle setup. We take that. That's our attack point. That's what I'm waiting for. Nice move to the first take profit. All right, let's take a look at trade number 2. Here we have a triple focus divergence trade off of the highs. So divergence here, lower high on the triple focus. I only focus on divergences from the extremes. You know, we have our indicator to color the oscillator white when we get above extremes. And we're also printing the values at these swing highs. That way, if it's really close, we don't have to eyeball the peaks. We can see the math behind it. Anyway, we were waiting for the setup. We got it. Now, it took a little bit for this one to work out. This was very, very jittery, but work out it did. We came out with a nice win on that trade there. It went right into a bullish puncture trade, took back off again. We did not take that. I'm waiting for attack points. That's all I'm waiting for. All right, here's another trade, and what we have is another continuation to the divergence at the top. So we had a second divergence up here. So I'm looking for the next setup, and we get it. It's a reverse mullet off of the highs. We actually call this a wiggle trade. It's off of the highest high of the day or the lowest low of the day. So this is another favorite that we take, but it is a reverse mullet, our deep pullback setup. And again, nice easy trade down to the first take profit. You can see here there were ample room for multiple contracts for second take profit and further. All right, let's move on over to this trade setup here. So what we had here was we had a break. We come up, pull back into a jiggle. I missed this first entry here, but when we came back and back up again, that's when I put the trade back on. Still a valid trade, a jiggle trade, and we get our take profit without much ado there. So anyway, those are our trades for the 1st and 2nd of June. Yeah, there's nothing else. I'm typically finished trading, by 11 every day. So, but we come into the room to see how the market unfolds. Here you can see our software printing, reverse mullet, jiggle, 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 just 4 consecutive winners in a row right there. But again, I'm only interested in the attack points. Okay, so anyway, that's our trade recap for the day. Hope this helps. Hey, good luck in your trading. Hope to see you in the room. Have a good one.